Salty John Fab back in the house doing more fab work. You guys saw we knocked out the turbo kit on the Red Lobster. Should we show them real quick?
Sure.
Let's show them real quick. So put a new turbo on this guy here. Went from a precision, what was it? Do you remember? I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
There's some precision that I don't generally run. Put this Force Inductions 88mm turbo on here, and this thing's an absolute hoss, but the footprint is different. Goes off the Maven mount. Your T6 flange changed in position. So if you look down here, I had to redo the crossover, right? It's all solid, no slip fits. Everyone asked me, man, how does it work with no slip fits? If you got a motor plate, mid plate, and solid transmission cross member, I have not had any issues. We reused the V-band and kind of the bends off of it that already had the wastegate dumps on there, and I made new from here all the way in. We used a Parker Speed T6 mount, which I absolutely love. All stainless bros material, back purge. Don't get my ugly weld here, but I'm not really good at aluminum welding, but I'm good enough to get it done. Had to modify the charge pipe, got that stuck on there. Tuesday comes around because Monday, when you guys see this, will be the 4th, so happy 4th of July. Waiting on an O-ring.
In there.
Huh?
It's in there.
Oh, it's in there. Oh, so we can, technically we're ready to go to the track. This thing might see the track next week. So nice little modification there. All done in-house by yours truly.
Gosh, next week the track's going to be busy.
What do we got?
This.
Red Lobster, brown sugar.
That.
The crispy chicken.
Say, might as well take the crispy chicken.
And
back.
rock lobster. 4 cars at the track?
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Very important announcement. We got my boy Mason in the videos. You guys have heard me talk about Mason a little bit. Tell him about the storm work first before we get into it. What you've been doing storm for me for how long?
October?
Yeah, so
I don't know, you got me fired from my job.
I tell everyone, don't quit their job to work storms, but Mason did. So how's that going? How's that going? Unemployment.
So far, great actually. Best decision of my life.
David, did I make you unemployed
Same.
too?
No, I got unemployed.
We keep you unemployed.
So yeah,
Listen,
exactly.
Unemployment actually isn't near as bad as people say. For some reason, I got unemployed and I have more money.
Isn't it funny how that works?
You do the storm work stuff. Just give people a basic rundown. How is the storm work?
Easy.
How is the pay?
Great. For how easy it is.
How are the people that we deal with? Are people?
Are people good? In general, it's good.
It's a great gig. If you guys are interested in storm work, hit me up. john.recovery@gmail.com. You can end up being like Mason. And you never know. You hit me up to do storm work, and now look, now you're here in LS Nasty, working out of LS Nasty.
Yeah.
And he's got his 3rd gen Camaro over there, which is getting an LS swap, and it's part of the LS Nasty fam now. So Mason's gonna be here just doing some general stuff. He's actually doing 2 LS swaps for me for my personal cars, and I've mentioned it before in the videos, but you guys haven't seen it. If you guys have some stuff you need to get done, I personally don't take on work, but I will speak on behalf of Mason. He's here doing the stuff on my cars. He can do it on your cars. If you guys want some LS swaps, I'd say some very basic LS swaps. You're not trying to go into no 440 cubic inch pro charged LS swap tube chassis deal.
I mean, I don't do race cars necessarily. I do street car stuff. Build a lot of pro touring cars. A lot of the cars I build, they do stuff like Hot Rod Power Tour, all the cruising the coast stuff, rod runs, stuff like that. Real street car stuff.
Cam swaps, converters, headers, intakes, any of that stuff. Hit us up. You got an email?
Yeah. What is it?
I'll put it on the screen.
He'll put it on the screen. He knows.
Hold on. I'm thinking. lsnastymason@gmail.com.
Wait, let's check.
Mason, lsnasty, Mason at lsnasty@gmail.com. Mason.
It's lsnastymason@gmail.com.
There it is. I'll put it on the screen. Send him an email. No tire kickers, please. I always say that. But if you guys want stuff, we can supply you with the parts. He can supply you with anything you need, really. We got great support here at LS Nasty to get it done. So if you want a cam swap, you got a 5th gen Camaro, you want a cam, you want that thing to make 476 wheel horsepower like the cow did back in the day, we can get you taken care of.
Yeah. Cam swaps, converter stuff, like headers, exhaust stuff. That's like
any of the quick stuff.
Work. That's quick stuff.
You were in last year for he came in for the $20,000 race, stayed the weekend. Someone pulled up, they're like, hey, can you do a cam swap in my truck? He did a cam swap in like a day and a half, and the guy drove off with his truck. I don't know how much better that is, but worked great for him. Came down, made a little money. Worked great for me because knocked out a cam swap, so no one else is coming here knocking on my door saying, can you do a cam swap? And I'm like, no, because I don't do cam swaps, but the cam swap man is here, and he brought his dog. Big
Winston.
Big LS Nasty puppers around here.
Winston. What's up, bud?
All right, so I know we went off on a tangent here. Let's get back over to Eddie Murphy. You guys know this is one of the OG cars on the channel. Had this for a while. Just did a tube front end on it. Got it set up with a GT55 turbo, so it's got a big old hoss in there. And then we kind of stopped. I really wasn't doing any like fab stuff at the time. Well, we were working on Hank, getting that done. And then I came over here and I was like, you know what? It's time to get this thing knocked out. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, off camera, kind of just doing a whole basic turbo kit. We got some Huron Speed headers, some 2.5 inch tubing. We got another Parker Speed flange here, which I absolutely love. If you guys are going to be doing turbo kits, Parker Speed flange, they're T6, whether it's divided or undivided, but this one is a dual 2.5 inch. So you just get your 2.5 inch tubing, butt it right up there. You don't have to make 2 round tubes fit into a square hole. That's just that concept is absolutely ridiculous. So this one here, super easy, butt it up. This fits in great. It fits in so great. I'm gonna let David explain to you how great it fits.
It slides right into place.
Slides right into place. What
just
more?
As it should be.
What more could you ask for? Now this other side here is a little bit more compact, so we are trying to make that work. I got my flange all welded up in there, all back purged. I would say this is probably not my nicest work here, but I was rushing a little bit, but hey, we're all good. So, for example, if we stick this right up there, watch it like just doesn't fit. Like 2 days went by and something happened and there's nothing fits anymore. Oh, we're close. All right, so some slight modification here in the flange side to bring it up, and then we are good to go. So that's how the turbo kit will be. Very compact, and then I got 2 motion of the saddle flange adapters to put our wastegates. And I guess really the question would be, do we try to stick both wastegates over here, or do we stick one over there and one over here? All that stuff kind of goes into layout. I think personally the wastegates work better if they're closer to the flange itself. That's just my experience. If I could stick them both over here, I will, but it's gonna be a tight fit. You also have to look at other things when you're building turbo kits. How many times did we go over this? Just making sure you have proper clearance and travel, so you don't get, there's nothing more annoying than getting a car and you're like, oh, I can't turn the wheel all the way because it hits the turbo kit. Yeah, we're gonna get this knocked out. We'll set the camera down for a little bit. I'll do some work, and we'll see. Hopefully when we come back, this will be kind of all mocked up, just weld out the flange and be good to go. Damn, I mean, honestly, that's about as perfect as it's gonna get. You wanna hold that sucker right there?
I just turned the air conditioning off, don't worry.
Oh, appreciate it, my guy. Dude, this thing's so hot, the fan stays running on that. It's so hot in here. All right, guys, here we are. We got our Y-pipe welded out. As you can see, the Parker Speed flange. We got both our V-bands going on there. I mean, dude, I'm proud of myself. I did this thing from scratch. This is all me, 100%. It's a little hot right there. We're gonna put the studs in there. This is why I like the Parker Speed stuff, because it's got the studs, which you can just thread right in this Johnny here. Makes it easier for installing either the turbo. A lot of my turbos I put on like a Maven mount, or Parker Speed does make a mount. Like that thing has got the Parker Speed mounts. So stick it on there, and then you just put the T6 flange up with the hot side instead of setting the turbo down on it. I mean, I guess you could set the turbo down on it, but this is for mock-up reasons, so we're not going to RTV anything. We're just going to see how it fits. I try to put some good tacks on it on the car. Obviously, you want to back purge it. That's why I don't weld everything out. I guess, could you back purge on the car?
Not with a V-band.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you could just have it coming through the well, no, not really, because the flange is going into the turbo.
Yeah, it would be a pain in the ass. So yeah, put these in the correct way, by the way. They have an Allen head on one side, so don't do what I just did. But yeah, so we'll see. I like to, I mean, really it should be back purging everything, so tack it up good so it tries to limit as much flexing as possible. Weld 180 across from each other, so you're not like just warping the shit out of one side. But listen, I'm not a professional, so I do warp some things from time to time. All right, so after getting my ass whipped by the T-bolt clamps, we got our hot side done, and it looks pretty good, nice and compact. We got that guy on there, got proper steering, no rubbing. It's close, nice. The welds on this one are not the nicest, I ain't gonna lie. They ain't the prettiest, but the welds over here are pretty good. So if anyone ever comes and looks at this car, just look at the welds on this side. They look a whole lot better. So next up, we gotta choose our wastegate placement, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think, David?
Solid.
Mason?
Yeah.
One day hot side. I like it. Salty John Fab. Like I said before, we're open for business. If you want to make an appointment, you guys can hit me up on Instagram. It's $2,000 an hour, and I take 5 hours down as a down payment. Pretty fair. I mean, dude, prices are going up everywhere, so I got to be fair to everyone, including myself. But we got this on there. Not gonna have fire in the pipe anytime soon. We got to wire this thing up on HOLLEY. We're gonna switch it over to a HOLLEY Dominator. We still gotta do our cold side, air-to-air intercooler, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I mean, this thing's on there pretty good. I'm excited. You guys be sure to hit up Mason if you guys want any work done here. You guys can send him an email. I'll put his email back up on the screen. Also, my storm guys here, yeah. john.recovery@gmail.com if you're interested in doing storm work. If you guys have an abundant amount, does that make sense? An abundant amount? If you guys have a extremely rare amount of fans, box fans, circular fans, ceiling fans, send them here to Ellis Nasty. Our address in the description below. Airflow, struggling here.
It's like a sauna.
It really is. I'm losing weight left and right though. I mean, I'm dropping pounds, getting ready to LDR weight again, because we've got some races coming up, which is good, but I prefer to be cooler. So if you guys have fans, just send them. Don't even say nothing. You guys can put your name on there. We'll give you a big thank you.
We go to saunas and we just come here for free every day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got it. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got some fab work done, getting stuff knocked out. Red Lobster coming back. Brown Sugar coming back. Hank's gonna be getting fired up, and we're making progress on Eddie Murphy. And wait, whoa! What's the name of the third gen?
Doesn't have a name.
Doesn't have a name? All right, guys. Comment down below. Pick a name for Mason's third gen.
Don't worry, I've only had it for like 3 years and never touched it. So.
Oh, now it's about to get molested in here. I can tell you that right now.